setting off on our work. First,
I thought you said work.
Walk, yeah.
We're not doing work.
First stop, the monument at Bishop's Pride. Winter Hill.
Where's that?
Right over there.
Right.
Behind you, in effect.
I'll have to swing the camera round to get that in.
And go the other side and we get a good view of Saddleworth and Yorkshire. Something about it was built 70 years ago, did it? William and Anne Bishop, formerly of Oldham. Oh no, it doesn't give a date, does it? Yeah, 1827 I think, or 1927 probably. Interesting spot. Nice ridge separating Lancashire and Yorkshire really, because behind us we've got the whole of Lancashire, and then going this way we've got all the Pennines, starting with Staffordshire right down there, Derbyshire, and then everything over this side is Yorkshire. I mean, I know Saddleworth is now lumped in with Oldham, but any right-minded person knows it's still the West Riding of Yorkshire. So
well, I'm not going to argue with
off
that.
into Yorkshire, as far as I'm concerned.
I certainly wouldn't dispute it.
Just looking this view of Saddleworth, it's a picture of family history to me. And right up there we've got Bleakhay Nook, which was my great-grandparents grew up, lived, married, and my great-grandfather was born. And that's church over there is where my great-grandfather was married.
Oh,
my grandmother was
in
married.
the distant, isn't it?
And possibly where my mother was baptised, I don't know, but she was born in that row of houses over there. Yeah. We go down here for a short distance, half a mile or so, and then we turn off on a narrow track and head across to the Roebuck.
Okay.
Or towards the Roebuck.
This is what is known as a digression.
Yeah.
Picking Winberries.
Winberries.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that went down quickly.
Castleshaw Reservoirs coming into view now.
Where's that?
See two.
Oh yes, I can just see it.
That bump on the skyline over there.
Pure Hill.
Yeah. And then further over to the right, West Nab. You know, that's an obvious saddle shape, bugged out. And I think it's a top one, but yeah, I think there's reputedly remains or signs of a Bronze Age burial cairn there. This is where we get to the narrow track now. Wider here, the lane.
Mm. Admiring the view.
Yeah, and there's what we're going to do one day, up to the top of Alphin. You see that little pimple on the top?
Oh, that's
a big cairn again.
Yeah.
That's reputedly a Bronze Age cairn.
What's to do? What's to do? As long as you don't bite, that's all. Right? Have you come to say hello? You have, haven't you? I can't think of the name of them. What's it called?
Foxglove.
That's it. I can remember them in our garden when I was a kid. We had loads
You
of
can
them.
buy them, seed, commercial varieties that it's slightly different shade. I don't think anything looks as nice as the original.
Well, I think these are wild,
They are the wild ones,
aren't
yes.
they?
And I don't think the commercial ones, where they try and tinker with them and give them slightly different shades, are as nice as these. Yeah, that's where the town hall is now.
It's very noticeable,
Yeah,
on the
those others are
horizon.
the centre of Manchester.
but the others are...
But you can see where we are going in a bit. I would occasionally come in here. And I think since then it's had a reputation as a dining place. I don't know how it is now. I've not been in for donkeys here, so I don't know.
I didn't know that you'd, been
Lots of the
visited.
pubs all over Saddleworth and the hills here. You go out for a drink, try somewhere different. You just go somewhere, meet up, have a
Meet up with
drink
your mates. Are
Yeah.
we going
We
down
go up here now,
here?
back towards where we've
To
set off from
Acre.
here.
Right, okay.
Can you see in the distance the obelisk on Bishop's Park?
Not
Grange Bar.
quite. I'd have to...
You just see on the hillside, sticking up above the horizon.
Where is it?
You see
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I can see it, yes.
So that is
Near that house, isn't it?
near where the car is parked. But then we'll go off to the Besom Hill, which is over on our left. There's a car coming through.
Right, okay.
This is where we changed from being on 2 Acre Lane to being on High Lee Lane.
Right, okay.
Have you seen that sign there?
What's that?
Part of it's obscured, but it says public. I thought it said public footpath. It's not, it's a public bridleway.
Oh, is it?
But how would you get a horse through that stile?
That is the big question, isn't it?
Wide enough to get a person through. I can't see
Well,
it.
who knows? Stranger things have happened. Hello. Really? Okay. Certainly having a 2 emus.
2 emus, yeah.
Very unusual. Just see them walking about.
That's the remains of what was a sanatorium that was still going in the into the 1970s. But in the days past when...
Oh dear. I wondered what that was.
in days past when there was a lot of TB, that's where
That was it,
they
yeah, you
brought
mentioned
people
it.
out and they put them in an open air environment, often outdoors a lot of the time, whatever the weather, breathing fresh air. But these days it's just all done with drugs, of course. I think it closed down. It's certainly going in the 1960s, and possibly just into the 70s. I can tell you where we're getting to. You see the back of the sanatorium,
Ah,
and that
yes.
hedge. We take that path up there, but we can just go around this forest a bit further around if you want, or we can cut through.
I leave it up to you.
You might find that a big step up. Oop, and it's wobbly. There's no support on this side.
Oh,
Yep.
thanks for the warning. Where does it lead up to?
That gate across there,
Okay,
straight through the marsh.
with you in a minute. What do you mean?
Look over there.
Oh. Right, can't go further down
Yep.
this.
That's how they get lost.
Very important.
There's a notice on it.
What does it say?
Put up by local people to commemorate the third millennium.
All right.
We are on Besom Hill. It stands out miles around actually in some directions. Directly below us is a quarry. There used to be a brickworks there when I was little. I remember when we lived at Cherry Clough, I'd be less than 5 years old, and sometimes my grandma would have come up for the day, and I'd be brought back on the bus, probably to stay at her house. And I remember the view over shore here in the dark. It was magical. I used to think it was like Blackpool illuminations or something like that, all the lights. Yeah. And the brickworks was also lit up. They must have been working through the night. And that's it, we just head back to the car now.
Do you remember last time we came up, there was that cloud inversion?
Cloud inversion, yeah.
Yeah, which isn't there at the moment.
I think it would have been the autumn.
It was
wonderful, pure blue skies, and everywhere was blue, and everything in the distance was buried underneath clouds. I think we could see the stuff close. But even things like the towers in Oldham and Manchester were sticking up through the mist.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Just one of these rare days. And it just stretched over the whole of Lancashire, basically, right round towards Ashton, which you can't see now at the moment. But look up there, you see some brightly coloured stone, yeah?
Look at that.
On the scree down there. And then look at that top, also brightly coloured stone. That means there's been a rock fall recently.
Oh, does it?
Because the rocks have not weathered, so they're very brightly coloured compared with the rest of them. But in the past, I've searched along these screes, before it was Country Park really, where it was still just a disused brickworks, and found a few fossils called goniotites.
I was wondering if there was anything like that.
You could probably still find them, but you had a bit of searching to find one, but they're there.